Here, check it
You know
out.
they say in acting the hardest thing to do
Just be drunk.
It's
is
crying.
laugh.
Really?
Mhm.
Interesting.
It's interesting because it's it's interesting because I could do it. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, it's not.
Me too. I just did it.
I don't know if
Go, your
it's,
turn.
if it's true. Like to laugh. Why are you crying?
Because you're so funny. You just make me laugh.
I didn't though.
Huh?
And apparently, it's not funny unless Winton laughs. So
Not my rule.
I didn't know.
You're actually crying.
Oh, absolutely.
You're so dumb.
That's why I said whenever you need somebody to just step in the star role, just call me. I could cry on spot. I could laugh. Whatever.
cry right now.
Sniffling is crime.
I was getting there.
You can tell the actors who force those tears.
You know,
Who force them.
9 times out of 10, if the actor is crying, I'm probably crying, so I don't even notice it.
Yeah, it's funny. The Office isn't even in shot right now because your fat head blocks it.
Well, let's put it in the shots.
You can, like scoot it to the middle.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is probably the best
Yeah.
thing he has on this shelf. And he has a lot of DVDs.
I've never even seen The Office.
That's
Borderline
There are DVDs on the shelf. Most of them are not DVDs though.
they're all discs.
Are they digital video discs? The answer is yes.
Actually, I don't think it is considered a digital.
Are they discs?
Yes, they're discs.
Okay, are they digital?
Well, like now my brain is kind of like hurt because like it's physical media, whereas like streaming is now digital media. You see what I'm saying?
No.
What is DVD? What does it stand for? What is DVDs?
Digital video
Disc.
disc.
Okay.
I think.
So
Yeah, but it like
He's arguing the digital part.
well now I'm just kind of it's funny because when we
that-
first came out with it, so like VHS isn't digital because it was there's tape and it's analog, film, reel to reel, all that crap. It's actual physical, but it's just because we were taking a 35 millimeter film, 16, 8 mil, whatever, and then like dropping it to like VHS size, and then we digitized it and we burnt it to a disc. Thus the digital age.
digitized.
But now,
Digimon,
like the
Digimon
camera that we're
monsters.
recording on right now, it's digital.
You were speaking Spanish just now. I don't understand.
Who?
This guy.
Yeah, I mean that's why I said Digimon,
Not my
but
forte.
You're like, I'm lost. So,
Not my forte.
squirrel.
I mean, it is digital. It's just funny though, like, because streaming is almost like what I think of digital now, because this is like the old way of doing things, having a physical copy of something. It is still digital though. But
It
like,
would be impressive, I think, a little bit more if they were VHSs.
quality would beg to differ.
I'm not talking about quality.
You're just talking about betterment.
I'm just talking about more
I have some VHS, but I just
vintage.
They're definitely vintage.
Now,
That doesn't
See,
make them better.
my
But-
grandparents still have a VHS.
right. But like, are you
VCR?
collecting because you're
VCR.
snobby? Yeah.
A VCR.
Are you collecting because you're snobby, or are you collecting because you're an enthusiast? I'm an enthusiast.
There are a lot of things.
A lot of good things.
Thank you, Brennan.
You're welcome. Sorry, we're on the same side.
I hope his butt cheek.
By the way, I like it.
literally.
I like how y'all dressed up today for this.
You mean left work and came and filmed?
Literally left work and came here.
But hey, it happens. It's okay.
It does.
We literally haven't even like started on anything because we just get distracted from the beginning.
We just
So
we just talk. That's what we do best. We just talk. Oh, your hair looks so good like that.
Wait, me too.
Yeah, Witten's looks good.
Oh, stop it.
Cut that part for sure.
No, that's staying. We're going for no cuts. That's the goal.
We're not saying we're cutting that anymore. We're
Cut
just
that.
not.
Yeah, we're going for no cuts. A, because it makes my life easier, and B,
So are you gonna put the balls thing on there? Or are you gonna?
I do want that snippet, but we don't need to put that on there.
so that was only audio actually. So I'll give you the audios for it. So, yeah,
That's gonna be a funny one.
Dude,
Maybe I'll
because
make it your
I
ringtone.
emphasized it. I was like, balls.
okay, we can move on. Right now we are
Winton, are you gonna do our infamous intro?
no, because last time I got flack for it.
Okay, Patrick Mahomes.
Don't
Just be
say
number
his name
15.
around me.
Just be number 15.
Joe Montana.
So salty.
Joe Montana.
Come on, kick us off. I love when you do this.
I'm Winton. That's Brennan. That's Michael. We're NoHR.
Don't ask us what HR stands for. We're still
No,
in the
no,
process.
actually, so
We
it
are
does.
in the process of figuring that out.
No, so
What do you mean we're
for the
figuring it
record, we
out?
know what it is. That's why we started it and called it that because it was funny. So no HR is, exactly what you expect it to be. We're gonna talk about everything, and we're probably gonna offend people. We just had balls like 30 seconds ago.
Okay.
So like the point of it is like if you are offended, sorry, but we're gonna talk about everything and anything that we want to in our dumb opinions, except for politics. Thus,
I love
no
that.
HR, no holds bar. It's just
I mean, that's where it came from. We essentially made that thing because we, as people, even outside of work, we're talking about things normal people don't talk about.
Yeah.
And our friendship started fairly quickly. It was just,
all right and go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like
when
like it was there, and we just picked it up and ran.
when we took Winton under our wing, that's when it really started. Like it was me and you at first. And it was just blossoming, and then we
You guys are still figuring each other out, but you
And
needed
then we
that third.
bloomed.
then the bee transferred the Winton pollen to us, and there came another.
It's still so funny how I was, brought into the office. Like, both, like, all of you guys had a conversation with me independently. We're like, hey, you should do this. Like, are you interested in
When I
this?
think about it now, I'm just like, it's insane because I thought everybody else wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
But the person that, whatever, he wanted to be more
We could use initials.
nonchalant. He
Not
tried
as
to be
direct, yeah.
more nonchalant about it. And I was like, no, ask him. Like, I come from being management in fast food, so it's like if I want somebody to have the job, I'm gonna root for them. Like I'm gonna tell them, hey, come apply.
Yeah.
I think you'd be great. Now that doesn't mean there wouldn't be someone else who's better fit or
Sure.
whatever for that position. But if you're rooting for somebody, tell them, apply for it. I
Yeah.
want you to apply for it.
Yeah, I mean, some people, though, they need the nudge, too. I mean, I'm full transparent. I don't need nudges, but, like another person who we've talked to.
What about slap ass? Is that
I
a
think that's
nudge?
copyrighted.
Is that a
Is
nudge?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's the kind of nudge I'd give you, slap ass.
No, so, like, but, like,
Tuba, tell us.
I guess we'll find out.
it'll be, we're knowing all 6 of our views. Actually,
Actually, give
Yeah.
us a little bit more credit.
I think we're, like, averaging at least 50.
Shout out to our fans,
Like, the average 50 that
our
watch this.
viewers, our listeners,
Whoever they may be,
I
whether
mean,
you're friends or family. Hey, shout out to y'all.
or a random person who sees it on our Facebook and is like, "What is this? What's up?"
or the algorithm actually working. We see
One-
you.
One day we will give back.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? That's really.
One day we will give back. So thank
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, but so like it's funny for you to think of like May, it was May, yeah. You guys were like, and now it's just like,
It's like May, June.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how
I started it. You're
it
welcome.
didn't. It's not been long, but
Not
it
at all.
feels like it's been
Oh,
forever.
I was talking to Owen last night, and I was like, dude, it's so weird that I haven't worked there for a year yet. He was like, I know, like you started 2 months before me, but it feels like you were there forever. And I was like, yeah, but it's also just ripping, and I love it.
The-
Credit to you though, because
the
you
best-
possess the qualities and the characteristics that literally fit you like that.
Oh,
It's just
yeah,
like a
of course,
perfect
yeah.
position. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of fun.
That's true.
I mean, it's crazy.
That's true.
Stop it. Stop it.
I know. growing down there.
Wow.
My stomach.
Insane.
I hate you.
That's that
He's
80.
blushing.
That's that 80-20. That 80% sitting at the desk and 20%.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it is an actual like accurate representation. I was told 80% of my job is at the desk, 20% is walking around. I feel like I walk around more than that
do.
though, because
Well, and I think you're
Yeah.
more
You're involved.
and I don't think it's required, but I think you do more than what's required.
Yeah.
Because you
Absolutely.
care about the not only just the quality of the job,
Sure,
but
yeah.
the people as well. And that's a great thing to have because
Yeah.
not I mean some people would come in and be like, I don't care about them. I just want
Yeah.
to make sure it's
show me the
done right."
papers.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I was gonna say earlier, it's literally the best job I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Great people, phenomenal company so
Mhm.
far, and I mean, I come from fast food, so it's like completely like night and day essentially. So, but
I mean, there are always the things, but like the things are like this big compared to like the usual this big. Because like I've done a lot of like serving and like waiting table stuff like that, and like it is literally like working with children, and now it's like, oh, this is like actually a career. That's nice.
It's also a testament to having good people who work hard, but that you
Yeah.
could also get along with. That makes that experience awesome. You
Yeah.
know, because I'm not saying that, hey, if y'all weren't there, that I wouldn't enjoy my job, right? There's different aspects of
Yeah.
the position that I enjoy.
oh, I for sure enjoyed it
but-
before y'all showed up.
But
Yeah,
I
I
can,
mean, you were there a year before us. Yeah.
I can probably say for certain that if y'all two weren't there, it probably wouldn't be as enjoyable. And
Yeah,
so just
yeah.
having, you know,
For sure. Yeah.
relationships like
But that could
in
go
work
for
is
anything
awesome.
though.
It, oh yeah,
it could
absolutely.
go well. It could go for anybody. Anyone can go somewhere and the workplace will be what you make it.
Mhm.
I mean, you
Yeah, what you put in is what you
Yeah,
get.
at the end of
yeah.
the day, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you'll have your hiccups here and there, but
yeah.
But y'all definitely make it a lot more fun.
our challenges.
And this is a very important thing that I would like to stress, because I think that we've kind of lost this in the sauce. And I don't say we as, you know, us three specifically, but when you have people who you really enjoy working with and who you know are hard workers, that in itself holds everybody else accountable.
Mhm.
Because I promise you, there are times where I'm just like, man, I really don't want to go today.
Oh, man.
But, you know, my
Yeah.
buddies are going to be there. And how is that going to make me feel? I feel like I'm kind of letting y'all
Yeah.
down. You know, I understand that there's going to be these one-offs and
Sure, yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? We're not going to have perfect, you know, attendance or whatever. However, it's like, man, dude, you know, like
Yeah.
I do want to go, or I don't want to let my friends down, my buddies down, my coworkers down. Like, I guess I'm going to go.
I'm at the point more so like, I mean, I care about attendance and all that, but like I almost care more now that like when I don't go, I know I'm gonna hear it from you two, and
Oh,
like
absolutely.
oh yeah,
it's almost as if I'm like missing a hangout session, and I'm like, hey, dude, we were supposed to hang out today, except that's just every single
that,
day.
Not
but
that
like,
it's not important.
yeah,
For like attendance purposes, but you're more
yeah,
like I don't want to hear their mouth about it.
yeah. I'm like, okay, like yeah.
Yeah,
There's-
and in those instances, just know that we plot. So,
Oh, for
Oh, I
sure.
know.
You're not
Oh,
I
there.
know.
sure.
No.
You were not there. We're trying to
Why do you
blow
think?
you up.
Why do you think like if I like I'm gonna be 10 minutes like behind or anything like that? I tell you guys, I'm like, hey, by the way, like this is planned. It's approved. It doesn't like
By who? You? It don't matter. It's approved.
no, it's fine. Just I don't report to either of you two.
But that's awesome. I mean, that makes for just a really good work environment.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. I do want to go back.
Shoot, I've got two of my other buddies hired because it's just a great place.
That's funny, and
Yeah.
they're great.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I love
great.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. I do want to go back to when we're talking about our name, kind of how it came up. I know we didn't go all the way into that, but kind of segues into I love already the difference of the new setup
Yeah.
versus the first 3 videos that we did. You know, it's facing this way.
Yeah. It's like a
So I hope y'all enjoy it. You know,
yeah.
at least the background
gives it
you know.
depth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Y'all might be curious. You know, y'all as in the fans, the viewers out there, y'all might be curious as to, You know, the
Comment
prized
down below if
possessions.
you're a fan or a viewer.
or
I'll
both,
wait.
or both, all the
Or
above.
like the video too. That actually that one.
I mean,
Yeah.
always like it. To see a comment, I'd like to see that too.
Well, one of them does have it. The first video has one.
It
Yeah.
He was
did.
agreeing with Brennan, which I mean, like, he was a friend. He was paid. Doesn't count.
That was very biased.
I mean, it is what it is. You're gonna have that sometimes in life.
Sure.
Yeah, but this one though. Okay, so last episode was first time at this angle.
Mm-hmm.
This episode is first time with the new camera.
True.
So
True.
see how that.
You had to go
looks.
out of town to pick up.
So the camera I delivered to my parents' house, just because I live in
Oh, okay.
this apartment and sometimes I don't trust the mail.
Oh, for sure.
Which reminds me, I have a package I have to go pick.
I got your package. It's out. It's outside.
Oh, did you see it? I hate you so much. The lens, however,
Remember that big box that was in the middle of the sidewalk?
no, he's B12 for 2
You
seconds.
get on my nerves.
I can't believe. I hate you.
Oh,
No, but the lens, I got that up in Arlington, so that one was.
Oh, so it's
like-
two different things.
It was
Yeah.
twins.
Oh yeah. So it's
Dang.
DSLR, so it's a detachable lens. That's basically what that
Yeah.
means. So yeah, and that lens is kind of expensive.
It's like hitting me in the face. Look how big it is.
Yeah, well, it's the for those gearheads at home, it's the Canon RF 15 to 35 2.8 LUSM.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's also like $2,300.
Oh. Speaking of that,
$2,300?
no,
His percentage is
the
going up.
investment
Isn't
Yeah,
his
yeah.
percentage
you
is going
have
up.
Oh,
in us.
I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Because we just purchased.
I told you guys on day one, if I see you buy in, I will own this.
Oh, this is a fact. So when we were sitting in the office,
Yeah.
we brought it up, and Winton was like, "I am down." However, the way that he knew we were down
Yeah.
to do this was, you have to buy these specific mics.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
all did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bachelor's in film, and I'm finishing my master's. So like it's kind of important. So I'm sitting here listening to you guys. We talk about it for at least 2 weeks, at least, and we're like, yeah, it's so fun, blah blah blah. And then eventually I'm like, okay, so I have the background to do this. I can do this whenever I want to. I've talked to other buddies about doing this kind of stuff before, and it's always just talk. I've told you guys a big thing about it is like, until you do it, then that's when it's like accountability. So I told them, I was like, all right, it's a $400 microphone, it's a $100 arm. If I see you guys buy that, we're on.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Wait, the arm is more expensive than the microphone?
No, it's a $100 arm, $400 microphone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think I got gypped.
You're like, wait, I paid the opposite.
I'm like, hold on, that's not mathing in my head.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. So,
Makes sense.
and then the new place will studio up. Foreshadowing,
Yes, and it's gonna be
June-ish, July-ish, somewhere in there.
awesome.
Whenever I
New
move,
setup, New
Yeah.
setup, yes.
multiple cameras. We're gonna do all of it.
Link.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And hopefully by that time,
It's just about being consistent.
absolutely.
And I know sometimes it can be hard.
Yeah.
But I think we can work around each other's schedule. Like
Yeah.
today, we literally came right after work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, shout out to the fams who let us come here
Sorry, girlfriend.
and let us do this because it's
Absolutely.
something that we love to do. It's not something that we expect,
Yeah,
a lot to come from, but I think the friendship in itself is what I cherish the most
Oh,
about it.
And what's crazy is we talk so much at work already. Oh my goodness.
I swear we
what
work.
Y'all need to understand.
Check the
is
issue
that
summary. I have it done.
What y'all need to understand is that we are around each other
A lot.
all the time. So for us
40
to,
hours a week, and
Yeah.
then this.
So for us to, still be able to want to meet up on a weekly basis and still be able to have the conversations that we have, none of this is repeated.
Yeah.
No.
Like, it's not like we've talked about this before. Some of the things we'll bring up, right? But maybe we didn't talk about it in depth or whatever. We didn't elaborate. So literally when we come together, we're literally talking about stuff that we haven't even really talked about
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
It's just, we're around each other a lot.
So, like what he was saying though, with consistency, that's, I mean, like, I think this is fun. Obviously, conversation is my buddies. I'm hanging out. I love it. A big thing for me though, why like this is so cool to me, is like it's an exercise in consistency. It's an exercise in discipline. Because like I'm not I work so much, blah blah blah. I mean like there's life that goes on, but we're taking the time to do this every single week. We shoot something, and then a step further for me, I edit it, and then we put it up, and it is a weekly thing. So far, every single Tuesday this year, we have a video on.
Yeah, and I think that's why we wanted to start
Yeah.
in the New Year's, because we knew that there was a couple of times where we could have posted something.
Yeah.
But we just didn't, and whatever happened. But I think, we've been consistent for the year so far. And you, as a single person, not married yet, but you're a busy person. You have school, you have work, and you're a manager, a quality manager at that. But also have school full time.
Yeah,
have a girlfriend. You have your own family, and so I mean, the stuff that you do is
I mean. Again, I mean, I'm balancing X, Y, and Z, but you guys literally have families. So, I mean, like, I'm not,
Yeah, right.
Just the fact that the consistency, that's what I'm most excited to see how that happens. Cause
And when it's brought up, everybody that I talk to who asks, the podcast, that's cool. What do y'all talk about? And it's funny because they think that it has to be something specific.
Yeah.
Which there are podcasts out there that are specific in nature, right? They find their own niche that, it's like, oh, okay, well, let me just specifically go down this route. And a lot of videos that I've watched are kind of like that. Well, if you're going to start a podcast, find that specific niche that, you fall into so people know exactly, what they're getting when they listen to you.
Right.
And the thing is with us, it's like, I'm not even worried about that right now, right? That's all a work in progress. What I'm worried about, to y'all's point, is the consistency. It doesn't matter if we have like a specific niche that we're trying to get into. If we're not consistent, it's not going to work out at all.
Right.
Right. So it's like, let's create that good foundation. Let's be consistent. Right.
Yeah. We've established.
Dude, I love talking about everything. Like, can we maybe have, topics, talking points, ideas that we maybe want to, discuss at that point in time? Yeah, absolutely. But it's good. Just know, guys, that we literally just spitball this stuff off the rip, when we're recording. We don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have some talking points, which I do, but for the most part, it's just
probably not gonna get
awesome. It's like, you don't know what you're going to get, we're spitballing, and when I have those conversations with those individuals, they're like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. And of course, as we continue this, we have ideas that we've talked about where we would like to see it go, having guests, right? Specific guests.
We have the mic already.
And things like that. So, yeah, absolutely. If there's something specific, for our viewers that, potentially want to be on here at some point in time, then we would like to do that. However, brings up another point, which I would love y'all's feedback, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, hey, well, if we are going to bring guests on, we want to bring guests on that are specific to something, right? So that way we can
like an expert in that subject field.
Absolutely. So it's like I lost my train of thought.
So like you
completely lost my train of thought.
All right. So in other news, took my girlfriend and her friend out for dinner 2 nights ago, right?
It'll come back to me.
Somehow we're talking because it's her childhood best friend, so she's like doing the interview kind of thing. So at one point, somehow the podcast gets brought up, and I explain it, I talk about it, it's cool, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of like I have a podcast, and I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, it's a thing I do, but like it's more so I just do it with my buddies kind of thing, and like if it works, cool. But to my my surprise, my girlfriend looks over at her, she goes, I have an episode. I was like, because I think episode 2, I think we spent like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, because we couldn't talk. I could not get the story of us going out to eat.
Yeah,
out.
The entire episode 2 is basically about
you wanted
her.
So much context.
So she literally thinks episode 2 is her episode. I'm like,
hey,
I love
you know what?
I love you, babe.
You can have it. Yeah, you can have it. Yep, I give you that.
That's fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. I was like,
I remember what I was going to say. In regards to the guest, it's like that's the direction that we would like to go, that we kind of, see us going down that path. But then I get to thinking about it is like, well, when do we start maybe bringing these people on, right? Because right now, what we're averaging, I don't know, 40 viewers, 50 viewers.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to discredit them. And I might not be discrediting them, but I don't want to discredit them, and there not be a lot of viewers, right? Because our intent and possible purpose is we'll bring them on here so that way people could actually listen to them and
Right.
hear what they got to say. And it's not just for us three,
Yeah.
So just know that that's what's
Well,
coming.
for the record, though, if you want to come on here and you are way more famous than you should be coming on to our podcast, if that makes any sense.
It could help us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to come on here and you're more famous than you should be for being on here, I'm not going to tell you no.
Yeah. I've already talked.
I am pretty excited about the first guest we bring on here because I
Yeah.
think it'll bring so much of a different perspective because we know each other so well. Winton knows me so well. He
Spades. Yeah.
loves to get under my skin.
He's just
Oh, I
Like
love
he
it.
literally did something before we left the office just to make me mad.
So you know how he always gives me a hard time about just because I have a what are they?
Tums.
Tums.
your
Yeah,
fingers
yeah,
are
yeah.
numb.
No.
Oh.
So so I have Tums in my drawer, and every once in a while, it hits me. A little heartburn. It's just a it's just a broken
No,
finger.
your finger did a backflip.
Please
Alright,
show
let me-
them the trick. Pull it up.
Okay.
No,
This
you
is
have to
insane.
Do
Oh, I'm
rope.
gonna zoom in right
You
now.
have to
Okay,
get the rope.
I have to do the rope. Okay.
Like,
All right. So let's act like I'm. Okay. So we're
the
gonna.
time has come.
There is no rope here.
I hate them.
If
All
this
right.
doesn't make you sick,
So that's
Look at
broken.
this.
This is broken.
look at this. This
All of us. But the thing is, like, I can kind of do it with all my fingers.
oh
But like,
my
it's just exaggerated because it's
gosh.
broken. So, whee! Can I have my cup back, please?
Oh Lord! Look, I'm crying for your act. Sign me up. Ay, ay, ay. That was good.
Okay.
So sweet.
You know what? I'm proud of him. I am
What?
proud of him.
Why?
He's about to drink this whole thing of water.
Water?
Yeah.
So am I.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, hold on. Time out. What did you do to get under his skin?
Oh yeah, with Tums. So I told him, I was like, all right, well, time to go. So we're leaving, and I'm like, I stand up, I'm getting my stuff out, like putting my laptop in my bag, and then like the mouse and all that, and then my wallet and my keys are always in the top drawer because I don't like sitting on my wallet,
It'll mess up your back.
which I'm ironically sitting on my wallet right now.
It'll
As
throw,
soon
off,
as I said that, I was like,
it'll throw off your spine.
yeah, I had a chiropractor tell me, oh, it's not good. Which I'm getting like,
Okay.
It doesn't matter how thin
it's super thin, so
Still.
that's my argument. Okay, whatever.
Pull up when you edit this. Pull up the picture of somebody sitting on their wallet and what it does to their spine right here.
Oh, we'll just have it floating.
Right
here.
there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Right
I
there.
love all right.
Michael.
What? What?
Did you talk about his baby hands?
I didn't know.
Oh.
You did it.
That's what he said.
I thought, but like I thought it after you laughed because I thought you said
So
something.
make it a small
Because I
picture.
did this?
Make it a small picture. We'll have the Michael size one, and then that's so mean. No, okay.
Sometimes there is a
We'll get back to the tongue.
this much of dislike
That's a
towards
lot.
y'all.
Because that's like 30% of your finger span.
This
Oh, what you-
what is that? Okay.
the Tums.
what's the
The Tums.
Tom story?
Okay, the Tums. I'm getting my wallet and my keys out of my top drawer. And since I'm in the top drawer, that's also where the Tums and my like Advil and stuff are. So I was like, like eating Tums is like a weird thing to do recreationally. However, if you can do it to get under your friend's
Oh
skin,
my gosh.
it's totally worth it. So I was like, all right. So I pop it and I start to dump it and he walks over to me and he goes, Come here. Get closer. He goes, I hate how you eat those toes. Right in my ear. You know exactly how he just gets behind you.
Yes, he pops them in like they're Skittles.
Just one, and then I went, yeah, I did this just for you.
You know what? I'm just not gonna start saying anything anymore.
That's so
I'm
not
saying
true.
anything.
That is not. You
I'm just
can't.
not gonna
You
even
can't.
make it. I'm not gonna make it evident
That's possible.
that it
Impossible.
irritates me.
That is impossible.
It is not impossible.
It is. And the great thing about our relationship, not the dollar. I need this for Stephanie.
Stephanie, I'm paying you
I
back.
lost a
Oh
bet.
gosh. Oh. No, I can't. I can't pay. I can't
Oh
pay
yeah,
$1.
that's what I thought.
I
It's okay.